stunning location, now known as Jackson's Bay. As I look out to the Bristol Channel, I cannot help but reflect on the legend that is told about St Barucs. A 6th century Welsh saint that washed up on these shores after a return journey from Flatland. The young disciple of St Cadoc was forced to venture the 6-kilometre journey after leaving an important matter behind.
The treacherous journey back to these shores saw the man tossed over into the sea where he drowned. It is said that his book too returned to this very bay in the mouth of a salmon, perfectly preserved.
This story is only the beginning of this dark-aged Celt, but little did he know of the legend he would become. The first St Barucs chapel was built on the site of the burial place of St Baruch.
It is upon this exact site where St Baruch was buried. This 12th to 14th century's chapel became the most significant Christian site.
People would pilgrimage from far and wide. It is said that 4 journeys to this St Baruch site would equate to 1 visit to Rome.
Mrs. Griffiths, is there any information you could tell us about the Holy Well?
It was originally a wishing well, but then afterwards it became a healing well. And people used to come there and think because of St Baruch, they thought that they could be healed.
I'd like to introduce Mike Heavenan, a member of our Barry Island History Group who became an integral part of our research process.
St Baruch's Well is located about 300 yards away from the ruins of the church. It was a very popular site for medieval pilgrims. The oldest part of this site dates to the 6th century. More recently, up until the 13th century, bits and pieces were added, and the church fell into disrepair in the middle of the 16th century. For 30 odd years, from 1966 to 1996, it was actually covered by a chalet block belonging to the holiday camp. And it was after a big storm in 1895 that the ruins were the sand blew away and the ruins were exposed. It was at that time that John Storey then excavated the site.
An old iron church from Penarth was dismantled and rebuilt at Barry Island on Plymouth Road.
Here today with Mrs. McIntosh, who remembers only too well about the significance of celebration from a personal perspective.
Well, I got married here. Believe it or not, this used to be a church.
This picture shows a flourishing church choir outside St Baruch's in 1933.
It fell into such a state of disrepair, closed down, and the church had to move, the Methodist church up that way, and they stayed there, I think it was between 10 and 15 years, before finally they decided to move back to the old church building, which is opposite your school.
The first service was held in December 1991.
Present church in Phyllis Street may be very humble and small, but it is still very much an essential part of the island and our community.